Hello, welcome to the Quarantine Cup number 52 finals, Shanahan versus Xyrix. If we go to the all-time Quarantine Cup standings here, I believe Xyrix is currently on the top. Well, no, Tracer's on the top with 7 all-time wins. Xyrix has 6, and I have 4. So I am trying to catch up to them. Sammy and Mick both have 5. So 5-2 here doesn't seem great. I guess I can Doctor Overpay Trash 2. What are we building towards? We're building towards provinces. Obviously, there's going to be some negative VP with Covens. We could also do Triumph turns. Hard to get enough gains with Triumph turns. I guess you could play Hideout on states you get with Wild Hunts. That feels a little bit awkward. I think I want to start by getting some stables going for draw. Probably a Hideout. Conclave, that doesn't sound like a coherent plan. Which I guess is probably bad. I should try to have a coherent plan. So you need to get some Wild Hunts at least. And otherwise they can play them uncontested and get the Triumph stuff. So I think I'm going to open with a Doctor Overpay. Then try to move into Hideouts. Get some Conclaves, Wild Hunts, stables in some order. And then see where it goes from there. Trash. Ooh, 2 estate trash. It's really nice. So I've got a Doctor down there with 3 coppers. So I think Hideout's probably at this point the best card for my deck, unless I want it to be a Conclave. Maybe Conclave's better. The advantage to Conclave is that I can use it for village-like effect, and I'll have a couple of terminals I can play. Or a couple of non-terminals I can play to get the village effect stables. And potentially, if I'm playing with a bunch of Conclaves, I can get Vagrants, a Coven, a Vagrant, a couple Wild Hunts. And then I don't need cards to trash to village. I have 3 coppers down there, estate, Conclave, so feels a little bit really greedy to stay estate, so I'll just stay in copper and get 2, which is nice. I guess I'll grab the Hideout now. Need to be a little bit concerned about over trashing stuff, but I've got the estate to trash still and the Doctor. With 5, I'll grab a stables. I do want to pick up a silver here at some point. We are buy limited, so I don't want to trash everything and not have good cards left. So I'm considering getting a gold here. I have to check. You always have to check the spec chat and see if Jane Ailes is watching before you buy a gold. I know he's 1 state away, but I still might hear him scream. Okay, so where are we? They've got a stables now. They've got a silver that I don't have. I am a little bit thinner than them. Possibly quite a bit thinner than them. So I could get a Swamp Hag here. Just try to mess with their deck. I think, though, they'll make quick work of those curses with Hideout. So it's not clear to me that that's the best thing for my deck. I could just grab a Coven for money or another Stables for draw or Wild Hunt for draw. I think I want to add Wild Hunts to the deck, so I think I will grab one of those. It's a weird case where I'm kind of okay turning the estate into a curse. Draw 3, and yeah, I can see deck here, so I can get another Wild Hunt, another Stables for draw. I don't need another Hideout at this point. Swamp Hag's not completely unreasonable. They're still thinning, but I have to sort of figure out how I'm transitioning from this early build to the thing that gets me a ton of victory points. I wonder if Gatekeeper is annoying enough that it will mess with them. They're going to be trying to add engine pieces, and it's going to slow them down. So they'll have to add two engine pieces every time. It seems like it just slows me down too much, though. So I think I'm going to get another Wild Hunt. And potentially take estates quite a bit earlier than one would in other situations. Draw here. Yeah, so I'll just grab the points, the early points here. I'm not super concerned about it. My deck feels like it's in pretty good shape. I'm going to grab one more Stables for a little bit more reliability while they're still trashing. They do have a Wild Hunt coming up. I'm not that concerned about them taking the points, though. Cards. And yeah, I can just leave points on there. I'm pretty happy to do that. It seems pretty unlikely for them to be able to gain those points next turn. And I will take a third Wild Hunt here. So potentially this turn I might even start to do the... Oh, they did take the points. That seems like it's hurting their deck. They do a little bit more payload than I do, but not like an upsetting amount. And my payload's pretty static, it's 7. So, do I just want to grab a gold now for a little bit more money? Another hideout, another conclave. I think I want to get one of those 2 more cards before I get another Wild Hunt. So I think I'm going to get a hideout first and then a conclave next turn. Yeah, I guess they top decked the Wild Hunt, so I don't want to necessarily leave points on that pile. Cards. Cards. Points. This feels like I'm a little bit spinning. I've gained a curse and 3 in 1 estate. With only 2 VP points to triumph, that feels bad. Man, so I guess I'm going to get another conclave now. I'm a little bit still kind of spinning here. Like I'm getting VP, but I'm not really improving my deck that much. So what I felt like was a pretty strong early advantage, and now it's kind of mediocre advantage. I have 4 more VP points, and they still have Doctor and more coppers and stuff. Trash the estates. Trash the curse. And again, I'm able to draw a deck here. Cards. Points. So I have 2 conclaves, 2 hideouts. I think I'm going to get the 4th Wild Hunt now. I'm also lowering piles quite a bit. Like curses are lowering, estates are lowering. So just a little bit of something to watch out for me. But I also have the ability to get like all those estates in 1 turn. In fact, I may try to do that this turn. Gain some estates, do a triumph, and then we just move to provinces, I guess, because the estates are empty. And their deck is slightly better at doing provinces probably too. So I need to get like a gold. And okay, I'm hoping to see conclave before I play stables. Cards, points, and I think I'm just going to take this triumph. And, you know, a 12 VP point lead feels pretty nice. And they're just going for provinces now. And they've resigned. Great. They must have had a bad draw. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. Their deck felt like they still hadn't thin stuff. Because I had really lucky early Doctor luck. I was able to carry that out. I think I meandered a little bit with my plan, but you know, the Doctor swings maybe were all that it took. I wasn't tracking their deck as closely. But thank you all for listening. Please leave a comment in this video if you have any suggestions how I could play that better, or to tell me how lucky I was, which I will absolutely believe. Thank you.